Hey everybody, Bill and Deb.
Hi there.
I got to be careful if Nancy happens to watch
Yeah,
this.
you better give me those
I'll
glasses.
give you the glasses that way.
You.
Oh, did you make too much noise when you dropped it on the table?
I might have.
Nancy, sorry.
We love you, Nancy.
Yes, we do. Nancy was Nancy and Butch, which by the way, we'll be doing a walkthrough video on their trailer. Well, we've got all the information. I just need to
Sit down
get
and
it
do
all
it.
edited and get it where it's uploaded. But
Right now, we've been a little preoccupied.
yeah, we have. But Nancy and Butch, we've done a video about their trailer before. I'm not going to go into much detail about the one before, but since then, they have made some major changes to it, and that's why we went ahead and did another one. And they were there at the rendezvous in Florida that we had back in February. And Nancy was a real hoot one night around the campfire.
Nancy's a real hoot.
Well, she's
all the time.
All the time. So anyway, we'll when we were having our campfire discussions, this is when we had one of the largest crowds around the campfire. I think we had close to 70 folks there. And when Nancy got up to tell her stories, everybody was just roaring, just rolling on the ground. But that's Nancy.
That's Nancy.
Yeah,
Bye.
and Delilah is done with that.
Yep.
So anyway, we don't have anything in particular to talk about today. We mainly just wanted to let y'all know that we're doing fine. This will probably be the only video that we get uploaded this week.
Have an update.
Huh?
We have an update.
Well, we do have updates. Yeah, we got things we can talk about, but nothing, well, in my mind, it's nothing earth-shattering.
Nothing, well,
You know,
life isn't always, educational. Well, it has been for us.
first off, before we go any further, how do you like our backdrop back here? We're at a campground on Beaver Lake in Northwest Arkansas, and we got an extension, a 14-day extension. So we're going to be here a total of 28 days. And eventually we'll reveal where we are. Some of you already know. And this campground, although there is one section where they do have a lake view, this particular section, they don't have a lake view to speak
Consequently,
of.
during the week, we've
Yeah.
been out here all by ourselves since everybody left on Mass Exodus Sunday.
Yeah. This
So it's kinda cool.
This section they refer to as the overflow section. And quite honestly, for years, they had let this section go. It was pretty threadbare.
The sides are still pretty narrow,
Yeah,
but at least
they are.
they're not like they were before.
Right, at least they're not all crumbling and everything. But over the winter, last winter, the Corps came in here and they redid every single RV pad. But like Deb says, they are a little on the narrow side, and we will do a review about this here before we leave. And they went in and put really, really nice tent pads that I would say roughly are about 12 by 12.
That's what I would guess.
Nice, level, really nice tent pads. So
Might be slightly bigger because I think our pop-up is 10 by 10.
this is true.
So they may be
it's-
13 by 13.
It could somewhere in that ballpark. But really, really nice level tent pads. Now we are in Arkansas, so everything is on the side of a mountain, So yeah, we have to be careful when we step out of the trailer. The pads are so narrow that even though I hugged the passenger side of the the driver's side of the trailer, even though I hugged that side of the pad where it was just right on where the wheels were right on the edge of the slab, we still barely had enough room to set our steps down on the passenger side. And then once you step off the steps, you're stepping
So
down.
if we had a slide out, we would be
Right.
in trouble.
Right, although we have seen in years past,
Yeah.
because we've been around this area, often, we have seen folks in here with large rigs, with slide outs. They had to position everything just so to make it work. And they still had quite a step down when they stepped
Right.
out of their RV to the ground. In fact, we had one time we saw they had a ladder leaned up against to climb in and out.
You
I
have to do
remember
what
that.
you have to do
Yeah.
sometimes.
But they really turned this into a nice area. it really is nice now since they've redone everything. But here again, you know, you've got to be a little prepared ahead of time to put up with a few inconveniences when it
Well,
comes
we had to go
narrow
buy
paths.
more hose because there's a water faucet, and we had to buy enough to reach it so we could
Yeah.
fill our freshwater tank.
Right, there's no water at the sites here.
And of course, we're still hauling off our Blue Boy because we haven't got the other one hooked up in the van. But the van is going to be going
Right.
to.
This is kind of what we're going to talk about a little bit. The van is going to our mechanic. We're taking it there today. Today's Wednesday. What is it, the 19th?
18th, I think we said.
Is it?
I don't know. Here again.
Here again, we don't get concerned over
It's the
actual
18th.
date. It's the 18th. Woo! Today is May the 18th. It's a beautiful day. Sun shining.
It
slight
rained last
breeze.
night,
Yeah.
which was not predicted, but
Right.
you know, 'tis the season.
Yeah. But yeah, the van goes into our mechanic's shop this afternoon, and he's going to go ahead and pull the transmission. Hopefully, we'll be able to go pick up the transmission because he's not going to do the transmission work. Hopefully, we'll be able to pick up the transmission tomorrow, late tomorrow afternoon, and then Friday we're going to run it over to the transmission shop, which is in Southwest Missouri, where he is, which isn't very far from here. You know, we're right
Right on
close
the
to
edge.
the Missouri state line here, so not very far away. And then we'll leave it with him, and hopefully he'll get it done in a few days. And by this time next week or shortly after that, we'll be back driving the van again.
Right
So-
now, in the interim, we're borrowing our grandson's van,
Right.
but he has a gig, and so we have to get it back to him.
Yeah, he's a
hopefully,
musician.
Hopefully, the transmission will be done in time to get his van back to him.
Right.
Or we'll have to make other arrangements.
And speaking of musician, I've been practicing, and I've got this setup that I'd collected some new gear long before. Is it a scam likely? All right, we'll fix that right now. We get a lot of scam likely.
They reach you even in the woods.
Yeah. But but anyway, I pulled out some of this stuff that I had collected 2 or 3 months ago and experimented with it. And when we're able to go live, this setup that I have is going to be awesome when we go live with music over on the music channel, Tiny House Adventures Music. And now we have enough subscribers where we can go live over there, thanks to everyone's response to go subscribe to that channel. We really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to the music channel yet, it's called Tiny House Adventures Music. There's only one channel out there with that name, as far as I know. So go over there and subscribe, and hopefully, once we get through with all this stuff we're having to get taken care of, I'll be able to start uploading songs on a fairly regular basis, and maybe I'll be able to sit down and do some more writing. Who knows?
Well, since the van's going to be in the shop for
Yeah,
7 to 10 days, you may
Right.
have plenty of time.
I should have time for that. And by the way, while we're on the subject of the van, we want to thank everyone that reached out to
Oh,
us
absolutely.
to help financially. You have no idea how much this is going to help, and because several folks did, they made donations to our Venmo account, and every little bit adds up, and we thank you so much for that. It remains to be seen how long we'll have to stay put as far as travel funds are concerned. We plan on pulling out of here June
10th.
We plan on pulling out of here June the 10th, but we might have to wait a few more days. We might have to wait until towards the end of the month to make sure that we have enough travel funds to get back on the road. We have some interesting places we plan on visiting to the north this time, and we are hoping that we can get going as soon as possible, and show you some new places to go. That's just that's all part of the channel, part of what we do. But here again, we do appreciate everyone subscribing to the music channel And you can still go over there and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'm working on some new stuff, and before too long we will be doing a live music presentation from that channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what else?
I have set up a website for my art,
Okay.
and it is, now I've got to have to remember what it is.
Ask for Deb.
askfordebsart@gmail.com. I believe.
It'll be flashed up on the screen.
Because I just
She'll
set it up.
verify it. Yeah, it'll be flashed up on the screen.
I can send you pictures of my latest, and we can correspond that way.
Yeah.
Until I can get my website updated.
Yeah, our regular website is still under construction, and sometimes the process is a little slow. So in order to hasten things along, those that have expressed interest in Deb's art, we decided to go ahead and set up this separate email, and you'll be able to go there and ask to see things, and she can share photos with you and things like that. And we'll probably do a video here in the not too distant future, maybe even this coming week, where we showcase all of her artwork in front of the camera, just like we're doing now.
Maybe so.
That might be an idea.
Maybe.
Yeah. And
Maybe.
then folks can email us if they are interested in some of your artwork. What else? Oh, 22,000 subscribers.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing, because we was watching some videos of this time last year, more or less, and we were at 13,000.
Yeah, we've gained close to 10,000
So
subscribers.
that is amazing.
And we are so grateful, so flattered.
Absolutely.
That folks see that feel the need or the urge, or to subscribe to our channel.
We appreciate it.
We're just a couple in love. Well, at least I'm still in love. Are you still in love?
It depends upon the day of the week.
Okay, how about today?
Today, yeah, you're pretty nice today. You've been nice today.
I'm nice all the time. I don't understand this. Maybe it's someone else that kind of gets up on the wrong side of the bed and then automatically assumes that nobody's nice.
Well, you should watch that.
But no, we have a lot of things planned. It's just that right now we have so much stuff going on with the van getting fixed, and that's kind of our focus right now. But we will be.
Well, that was major.
It's major.
It's a major event for us.
Yeah, it's major.
So. We think we have it figured out now.
We think. But here again, we still might have to hold off another, we plan on leaving here June the 10th, but we may have to hold off another week or two until we have more travel funds available to us before we can hit the road.
Until we get another one of them checks.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're government checks.
It's too bad we're not rich.
Yeah. But we wouldn't understand how to do rich.
I know. But I will say this. Even if we were rich from a financial perspective, we'd still be doing exactly what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I hope so, because we are thoroughly enjoying it, very relaxing, in spite of all of the minor issues we've been dealing with lately.
All I can say is I am really, really happy that the van transmission, and it still is working, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just that failure is inevitable because of what's going on. But all I can say is I am so glad that I had people that I could reach out to and tell them what it was doing, and people that I trust.
And our grandson is going to school to become an auto technician, but he's not ready yet.
I wish he'd get done with that. But
hurry up, Josh.
Yeah. But we're just tickled to death that this thing didn't fall down on us when we were 1,000 miles away from home.
That would have been worse.
And what I mean by home is our area that was our home when we lived in the sticks and bricks, but mainly because I have all of my contacts here that I feel comfortable with and confident in.
Well, a breakdown on the road is 2 to 3 times more expensive than
you're at their mercy.
So
that's all there is to it.
If it had to break down, at least it did it here. Right?
It reminds me, I keep thinking about that one movie, one of the vacation movies with Chevy Chase, when they were out in the middle of the desert, and then their car, of course, they had all kinds of things happen, and they ended up airborne with that the ugliest station wagon in the world, and tore up all their wheels and tires and everything. And finally, they took it to a local mechanic out there in the desert, and they just barely put the thing back together, and they charged them an arm and a leg for all this stuff. And Chevy Chase says, while he was paying them, he says, I should contact the authorities about you. And then they go and pull out their badges and show them show them their badges. Surely something like that wouldn't happen on the road, right?
We hope not.
No, we hope not. I guess we ought to think about getting ready to go into town. We're what, about 20 miles from Rogers?
It's a good 30, 45-minute drive, yeah.
Yeah. I hate going in.
I know, but we have to go take the van to Rick.
Yeah. Birds are singing, the crows are crowing. But why would we want to? It's so pleasant and peaceful out here right now. I could just, if I had a hammock.
That's what we're missing.
I'm not sure I could climb into one, though.
I'm afraid I'd fall out. It just goes clunk.
I'm not 30 anymore.
No.
But anyway, I guess we'll let you go. Folks, this is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures, and you know exactly what we're going to say. We're not camping.
We're living.
Boy, aren't we. Y'all take care. And you know what? Get out there and do some living. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.